Hey, I hope you're ready for a bourbon review, but like and subscribe if you like the content of this channel, and remember to share us out because it does help. But we're going to get to another bourbon review right after this. All right, we have Blue Note Crossroads out of Memphis, Tennessee. This comes to us from BR Distilling Company. Full disclosure though, this is MGP juice in here. We're looking at about a 65 corn, maybe 36% rye and 4% malted barley or something like that. I don't, or maybe it's 60, 36 and 4. I think that's what it is, but it is 100 proof. But this is the MGP High Rye, and they finished it in toasted French oak staves there, and they've got notes about it's non-chill filtered and all of that. So bottled at around 100 degrees or something, but I have not had the top off of this. I did pull the foil off, and I'm so glad I did that because I struggled with this foil for a little bit. The little peel thing they had in there only went about that far, and then boop. And so I did have to struggle, but we're gonna pop the cork. All right, and pour a little of this, and we'll get into the review. All right. Done a tiny bit of reading on this, not a lot. It's around 4-year age. Don't really know for sure. They do call it a straight bourbon whiskey, so it's at least 2, but I think they say it's around 4 years. So there we have it, and that's really all I know, except for I've heard some decent things, and it only cost about $40. So, all right, I'm good nose on it, sugary nose, getting a lot of vanilla off that, a little maybe pretzel. There are some, definitely some rye spices coming through, some cinnamon, some allspice. A little cereal grain note. Corn hits you up front, but it's not incredibly high corn, but there is that little twang in there. And as far as legs go, the color is medium light. It's like a honey color, almost like a wild honey. Legs are forming very nicely on this. So good thick trails running back down. It's got a really good glassy edge on it. That's due in part to not watering it down too much and aging it appropriately. There is a honey note coming across on that nose as well. Yeah, now that I get back into it again, I'm getting a little wild honey note on that. So let me get the tongue wet. All right, good coating on the tongue. Not gonna give a lot of notes on that first sip, but it did coat well. So it is a nice oils in this bourbon. Surprisingly nice oils for around $40. Yeah, I'm getting, it's not as sweet as the nose. So the palate does not come across as sweet. I am getting a little sweet right up the center, but I'm getting some of those oak notes along the outer part of the palate as it floods across, and the finish on this thing is very long. It's hanging around, especially for 100 proof. I mean, I usually, don't get this type of finish till we get around 118. Or something like that. But there are some leather and tobacco notes in the back, along with some black pepper. But let me take another sip. Yeah, there's a caramel wash across the tongue. It's very pleasant, by the way. It's a smooth, silky caramel overtone, and then you have all of these like cinnamon notes trying to pop through. So yeah, I think for $40, this is fantastic. Yeah, I would definitely I'm glad I bought it. But let's go ahead and slide that scale back and forth. I'm trying to keep these things short for you. So on this one, I'm not gonna go into the heck yes on this for sure. I think though, it's gonna be a solid, a lower, like a quarter way up yes. Right in there, like 1/4 way up yes. It's solid. And for the price, it's really, really good. But I don't know, it's just, it doesn't have the depth I was hoping for. But for 40 bucks, it's an absolute great sipper in a snifter or Glencairn or whatever you have, straight neat. It's very, very easy to drink. So guys, with that, I definitely recommend this bottle, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. As always, please like and subscribe, hit the bell down there for notifications, and I promise I'll keep bringing you these videos.